Hi friends, welcome to the Lori Lulu Crochet Podcast, episode 152. My name is Lori, and I live in the Chicago suburbs with my husband Ryan. And I love to crochet, and I love to knit. I just haven't done a lot of it these last 2 weeks, but we'll get into that. But you can find all my yarny goodness on my social media, which is linked down below. Instagram, Ravelry, my email is there as well. And then throughout this podcast, all the patterns that I talk about, all the yarns, fancy yarns that I talk about, I will link those down as well because I am a yarn enabler. So yeah, welcome. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad I'm here. These last 2 weeks have been crazy. So for those of you who are new, I work at a nonprofit. It's actually just down the street. It's a school for children with disabilities, and then we have a day program for adults with disabilities. And I work in the fundraising department, which means I help with events. And last Saturday, we had our big event of the year. It is called Dutch Festival. So our school was founded by the Christian Reformed Church, which is very heavily Dutch. So it's kind of like celebrating our heritage of the school that I work at. Sorry, I just finished lunch. I'm a bit phlegmy right now. Anyway. So Dutch Festival, we have people come from up in Michigan, where there's a lot of Dutch people up there. They come and do Dutch dancing. We have Dutch food. In the food court, we have little shops that sell Delft, which is like a Dutch China kind of thing. We also have a grocery store and a bakery where we sell lots of Dutch stuff. There's also a kids game area. There's a farmer's market, and then we have a main stage where we have some worship teams from local churches come and sing. We also have our adults have a worship team, and they came and sing. That's my favorite part of the day. Although I never really get to go witness it. I usually have to duck, so I'm in the volunteer information booth tent, and then kind of right behind us is the dining tent, and then we have a screen from the main stage, which is on the other side. So there's a screen that you can still watch what's going on the main stage while you're eating in the dining tent. And so I usually sneak in and go in there and watch. But the volume was so low I couldn't tell what song they were singing. But it was still good. And then at the end of the day, we usually get dueling pianos, which they play a lot of fun music. So it's always like helps me get through the afternoon. But yeah, Saturday I was there for 14 hours, helping get things, putting up the final touches, and then tearing it all down. And then this week, so on Monday, the committee ladies come back. They clean up the fryers and the grills and make sure everything is put back together, take care of the leftover food, like sell it at half price to staff. Yeah, and so Monday is another busy day. And then Tuesday we kind of spent making sure that our building was clean, because Wednesday and Thursday we had big meetings. I was like, why did you schedule them this week? So Wednesday it was a brunch meeting, so had to help bring out the food, set out the food, clean it up, all of that. The next day was the board meeting, and they had lunch And then we had to make sure all that was set up and then put away. So when the board left on Thursday, my manager's like, let's finish cleaning up and then we're gonna go. I'm like, awesome. So we cleaned up, and probably 10 minutes later we had all packed up and we're like, my department is the advancement department, and so when we were leaving, we're like, advancement is out, see ya. We're done. Peace out, we're gone. And yesterday was Friday. I took the day off. I was like, I'm not doing anything. I'm taking a mental health day. I'm just I think well, there was a text from one of my other coworkers. She's like, I've decided I need to take the day off because she's having her son's birthday party today and she had a lot to do. So I was like, don't blame you. I don't think my manager worked yesterday. She texted at like 10 o'clock she looked like she was still in bed with her dog next to her, and she's like, I think I should finally get up. So I think the only person that worked is our social media person. That's fine. But I got this gift the other day from my friend Lori. Hi, Lori. And it says, it's a pin, like a enamel pin. And it says, if I survive the rest of this week, I'd like my straight jacket to be purple, please. It's like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I survived these last 2 weeks. Like, it has been insane. So yeah, I am glad that it's over. But honestly, like, life is always like, okay, what's the next thing that you're going to be working on? And so yeah, we'll see how these next few weeks go. But as far as WIP school, so if you don't follow Hannah, the Cozy Cottage Crochet, I'll link her channel down below. You need to follow her. But she's been running this make-along called WIP School, Works in Progress School. So every week is a different subject, and you work on projects, like working on finishing your projects according to that subject. So like history was like work on your oldest WIP, although I was like, I'm working on a historical figure, so I think that counts. But last week she didn't provide a prompt because of life for her. It was crazy. So I was like, oh, well then I don't feel obligated. I honestly don't think I touched yarn other than Monday of last week. And so this week I was like, okay. Again, Monday is the night that I have knit night, so it's a given I'm gonna touch yarn. So this week, Monday again, I touched some yarn. Tuesday I tried working on some things. And I was just like, I'm too tired to even focus. And Wednesday I tried again. Wednesday was October 1st. So that is Julie Andrews' birthday. So naturally, I watched my favorite movie, Mary Poppins, while I was knitting, and I got through 3 rows, and then I was like, I'm done. I'm going to sleep. It was just, but yesterday I did get a lot done. So yeah, so kind of like, I feel like my Crojo is not really strong right now, just because my work life has been so chaotic. When I come home, I just want to rest. My house has suffered for the not cleaning as much as I would like. But this week, rebound. We'll get back in the routine. So these last 2 days I cleaned. Got that done. But yeah, also Wednesday, heard that Jane Goodall passed away. She's one of the ladies that I crocheted. I had her on, I have a shelf on my display cabinet here, and I have a shelf of the ladies who are still living, and I had to move her, and that made me really sad. But I have her on my shirt too. So there's Jane Goodall. So anyway, so I think I'm not fully recuperated yet, but I'm almost there. I will say, last week I went to church after like the day after Dutch Fest. I usually don't, but I went this time, and I was like, you know what? Maybe if I move more, I won't be as sore. So I got to church, and the guy who was filling in for my husband, who's the pastor, who was also working at Dutch Fest. My husband worked Dutch Fest almost as long as I did. Not quite. So we had a fill-in pastor, and as I was talking with him before the service, he's like, "You look really exhausted." And it's like, "Yeah, if I fall asleep during your sermon, don't don't take it personally, because yeah, it was a lot, and now it's over." And so, should we just start with the yarning in this? Let's just get on with it. So I don't have any finished objects. And of all my makes in progress, I only worked on 4 in these last 2 weeks. The first one I can't show you because I don't like showing the ladies when they are halfway done. I just have to do her arms and her hair, and then she'll be finished. So maybe I might finish her tonight. I don't know. But in this book, it is More Crochet Iconic Women by Carla Matrani. Her first book is just Crochet Iconic Women. That's the one that has Jane Goodall in it. So she was one of the first ladies I did. Anyway, that's why it upset me so much, I think, is because I've crocheted her, and it's like, yeah. But this lady has been gone for a long time, and it's October, so I thought it was fitting to make Mary Shelley the author of Frankenstein, and you even make your own little Frankenstein's monster. So yeah, so I still need to finish her hair and arms, and then I need to do the little monster. Yeah, and then that's done. Another lady done. I'm almost done with this book. Very excited about that. And I honestly can't recommend this book enough. It is so much fun. But yeah, I'm ready to be done with the book. My other crochet make in progress. Living in this bag made for me by my friend Lori. So I think I need to put this on here, this pin on this one. So this is a project that I started on my cruise over a month ago already. It's hard to believe that was over a month ago. It is the Carolina Chevron Cowl by Jennifer Rosenfeld. I made some modifications to mine. Yeah, and I'm calling this my Alaska Chevron Cowl because I had a cruise to Alaska that I worked on. Oh, sirens. I hope everything's okay. Yeah, I think I did 3 rows on this since I last showed you. Here's my here's my Alaska Chevron Cowl. The yarn that I'm using. Oh my gosh. The yarn that I'm using is RMR yarn from from my friends Yaks and Rue. This is on the Yaks base, which is 75 extra fine superwash merino, 20% nylon, 5% Lorax. And here it is all balled up. And this is colorway Alebrije, which if you've watched the movie Coco, you'll know what that is. So this is where I was last time. And as I said, I did 3 rows. So the modifications I did, my goodness. Instead of chaining the beginning, I did a foundation single crochet to start, to give the bottom some stretch. And then this is actually supposed to be worked flat, not in the round. But I hate doing mattress stitch, so I made it in the round. So, oh my gosh. I can't wait. Excuse me. I cannot wait for this to be done. So bright. I love it. Ugh. So, that is all my crochet projects that I have been working on. I'll put this over here. As far as knitting projects, I have 2 that I touched this week. So I kind of moved this project into my Alaska bag. Oh, there it is. Ta-da! I have pins from some of the places that we visited. I have the Fortress of the Bear, Icy Straight Point, and the Purple Store. Which, the Purple Store is kind of serendipitous that I have this project in here. It's my cat doodle beanie, which is a pattern by Pacific Knit Co. She made all these different color work charts so you can mix and match and make your own project, your own item. And it can be anything from wrist fingerless mitts to hats to scarf to cowl, socks, sweaters, whatever. The yarn that I'm using is Cascade Heritage. Again, a very good bargain yarn. Lots of colors, really good bang for your buck. Yeah, it's 75/25 superwash merino nylon blend, and it's a fingering weight yarn. These are my 2 colors. This is plum and this is lavender. Yeah, so I am making I'm making slow progress on this. This is what I was working on when I was so tired. And I was also doing, whoops, what's going on here? Okay. And I was also doing 3 colors at a time, which that got me like, do I really want to be doing all of these different color works? Trying to master 3 colors at a time was very difficult. Of course, I was very tired. I will say that. Yeah. So now it's got me rethinking my whole doodle obsession. But now that I've got 3 colors done, and I'm down to just the 2, it should be better. Here's my hat so far. I'm knitting inside out. I am doing the ladder back jacquard method to kind of hold my floats and make sure that they work and are my hat is still like stretchy is the word I'm looking for. Stretchy so it'll fit on my head. But here is what we have. So I started with a yarn ball, and now I'm on to the kitten. The pink is the nose, and you can barely see the black eyes, but they're there. So this is where I was last time. This cute little kitty. I was right here, and so now I'm about halfway through the cat. Yeah, so And then once I do that, then I can just decrease. I may do somewhere between 5 and 10 rows and then decrease. And then that'll be my hat. I'm so excited for this one. And of course it's purple and it's just fabulous. It's a fun pattern. Honestly, it is. I just was having trouble with 3. And I bought a ring to like a tension ring to like hold your yarn. That doesn't work for me either. I tried. Anyway, my last project is another cruise project. These are my Alaska socks, living in a Wonder Woman bag made by me. I mean, Mary Poppins, Wonder Woman, they're like equal for me. So yeah, these are just vanilla socks. I do mine toe up, 2 at a time. I do 60 stitches total around, and then I usually do the shadow wrap heel. Link for Denise from Earth Tones Girl. She has a tutorial for how to do the shadow wrap heel. That's linked down below. The yarn that I'm using, let me find, where's the, okay. Here's the contrast color. It is, that's not the right one. Yes, it's tiny. Leading Men Fiber Arts on their Showstopper mini base. So it's 75/25. This is a color white Ice Ice Baby, which I figured was perfect for going to Alaska. And it kind of matches my thumb. I have, there we go. How can I contort my body here? The main color is by Gusto Wool. It is their Carmen base. It is 80% merino wool, 20% nylon. That's their band. And the colorway is 1412. This loveliness. It is purple and blue and white. And it's so gorgeous. And so, here are my socks so far. I am probably 20 rows from starting the heel. So here's the front. This will be the top of the foot because I put some memories in here. I was working on these when we went on our whale watching tour, and so I put 9 pearls in to represent the 9 whales that we saw. And I have 2 little pearls over here to represent the jellyfish that I saw. So yeah, so last time you saw my little anchor, progress keeper, I was here. So yeah. And we're all tangled around my cable here. So yeah, this one's slow going for some reason. Well, that's because I didn't want to do anything. Anyway. So there's that. Those are my socks. I did purchase some yarn. And I was gifted some yarn. So I will show you those. I was like, you know what? I kind of want to have a little treat waiting for me after Dutch Fest. So I ordered from Haute Knit Yarn. I'll put it on the screen. I know. It's haute couture is how you say it in French. But, like, so it's haute knit, I guess? I don't know. Look at this cute little bag, though. The jars of fireflies. I just went on, found she had a clearance section. So I ordered something from spring. It's not a fall, like she had a bunch of fall colors. So yeah, so here is her label. Here's the yarn. The colorway is Spring Elf. It is on her cocoa fingering base. It is 100% superwash merino. So I'm thinking maybe wristers, mitts, cowl. I don't know. Yeah. Sorry, I'm getting texts from family right now. So yeah, I just thought that was really pretty. These are more my colors, not fall colors. But anyway. And then the last time I told you about the yarn that my coworker bought me. This loveliness that she bought for me when she was visiting Ireland and getting engaged. And so I was like, oh, I just need another color. And so then my friend Jill, hi Jill, she messaged me. She's like, I have some leftover Donegal yarn. So there's a whole skein here, and then there's a little one. So somehow, don't know what, but it'd be, oh my gosh, that's so pretty. So yeah, I'm not sure yet, but we'll figure something out. So yeah, this is, oh, I just lost it. Donegal tweed homespun from Taki Imports. The 100% pure new wool. The color is 810. So yeah, it's a gorgeous purple. Which you all know how much I love purple. In fact, I want my straight jacket in purple. So that is all. Oh, I did want to say, my cousin who I had made the little dog for, her mom saw it, so my aunt saw it and was like, can I get another one? So I think once I finish Mary Shelley and Frankenstein's monster, I might do the other dog. Get that done. Because I have some things I need to send to my cousin anyway. So we'll just box all of that up together and there you go. So that's all for this week. I hope you have some great time with your crafts. Hopefully I can get back into my crafting. Yeah, I feel it coming back. It's okay. So with that, I'm gonna go. I will see you all later. God bless. Bye.